Alright folks, let me tell you all about one of the craziest and most legendary cash robberies in history. This wild story is going to blow your mind. So it all went down on September 12, 1997 in Los Angeles. 6 dudes: Alan Pace, Eric Damon Boyd, Eugene Lamar Hill Jr., Freddie Lynn McCrary Jr., Terry Wayne Brown SR, and Thomas Lee Johnson pulled off the biggest money heist the US had ever seen. The mastermind was this guy Alan Pace from Compton, who worked at an armored car company called Dunbar. From day one on the job, homie had his eyes on that fat vault filled with cash. So he started snapping pics and scoping out every nook and cranny of the place, gathering all the intel he needed. But Pace knew he couldn't do this alone, so he rounded up his childhood buddies and laid out the whole plan for them. Dude had building blueprints, camera locations, guard schedules, the whole 9 yards prepared for his crew. After 5 months of meticulous planning, the big day arrived. Funnily enough, Dunbar had fired Pace the day before the robbery for messing with a co-worker's car as a prank. But that just made the crew move up their schedule, not wanting their intel to go stale. On the night of September 12, the squad assembled, ready to roll. Since Pace had the company keys, he let them in during a window when the guards were slacking. These madmen took down the security one by one, duct taping them without a sound so no alarms were raised. Pace knew Fridays were when the vault stayed open due to the heavy cash flow, so they beelined straight for it and in just 30 minutes managed to load up a whopping $18.9 million in cold hard cash into a rented U-Haul truck. Pace had hand-picked the bags with the highest bills too, being clever like that. Dude even knew exactly where they stashed the big bills in that safe. He went straight for the ones over $20. After the score, they wiped the security cam footage clean and even nabbed the backup recordings, leaving no trail. Then they just strolled back to the alibi party they'd been at, cool as cucumbers. Now the FBI got wind of this and started a huge investigation. But these guys had covered their tracks well, with only a U-Haul truck taillight found as evidence. The FBI suspected it was an inside job because the culprit even knew the location of the backup camera recordings, which were stored in a cabinet in the adjacent room. The robbers waited 6 whole months before trying to launder that mountain of cash, getting help from a shady immigration lawyer named David Matsumoto and his assistant. These two made $1 million each just for setting up property buys, shell companies, and fake paychecks to make the stolen dough look legit. But you know how it goes, there's always a loose thread. 2 years later, good old Eugene Hill screwed up royally when he paid a realtor in cash still wrapped in the original bank straps from the heist. That realtor got suspicious and took it to the bank, who quickly realized this money had been stolen from their vault years ago. From there, it all unraveled quickly. Cops traced the rental truck to Hill, who sang like a canary and ratted out everyone else. One by one, the whole crew got rounded up, with Pace himself having millions in cash just chilling at his place. In the end, the big boss Alan Pace got slapped with 24 years in prison. His buddy Boyd earned 17 years because he was packing heat and had a record. The other 4 robbers pleaded guilty for 8 to 10-year sentences. Even the lawyer and his assistant did 2 5 years each for the money laundering. But get this out of that $18.9 million hole, the feds only ever recovered $5 million. That means over $13.9 million from this epic heist is still unaccounted for out there somewhere. Well, that's the crazy tale of one of America's biggest money robberies back in the day. I hope you all dug this insane story as much as I did telling it. Don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe for more wild adventures. Peace out, folks.